Morning, interneters. Hi, goats. Hello, bears. No babies? No babies. I'm gonna be asking that about you one day, old girl. Got myself some nice little slippery, icy rain this morning. So my day's off to a later start than usual. Trying to give the state some time to clean off the paths we drive on. Feeding the critters. Then gonna go haul another load of hay. I'm gonna go up through Punzy Pa on this one. So if you've never been to Punzy Pa, I'll take you there digitally. Hey, pony. Hey, buddy. There you go, bud. Here, squeeze your tush. All right, pigs in a blanket. Barn's fed. Let's go start some trucks. Go drive in the freezing rain. That's what we love to do. Doesn't that look like fun? It's not as bad as it looks. The roads are clean. Said this on my very first video, but it's worth repeating. You ain't no trucker. You ain't no old school trucker unless you got one of them there big green thermoses. Look at that beautiful thing. Woo! That is called 6 hours of sleep right there, man. And there's the last 2 hours, so I got a full 8 hours. Some of that big money cocoa juice. About to order me some new gaskets for my cats the other day. I was on Amazon anyway. Wasting valuable money. Don't do it, dude. You don't want to spend your whole life out here sitting on your donkey. When you hit 40, you're about 4,000 pounds overweight, about 4,000 pounds out of shape. The human body is not made to sit on your tush for as long as we sit on our tush. Fall apart so fast, man, so fast. The time you spend away from family. Life is short. You spend it all out here on the road not seeing your wife and your kids. Even running local half the time, I don't get home until kids are already in bed. In the morning, I'm leaving before they get up. The saying is, somebody needs to come teach this old Amish man a new trade. Alright, getting off of US 22, if you're familiar with the area, back on the 119 north, which runs up toward the Punzy Pa. I'm going to load. The guy said they had about a half-inch of snow yesterday and then turned into freezing rain on top of that. So that's why I waited till later in the day to get up here, but we'll see if it's going to get squirrely. Let's just say that we ain't going to see no groundhog in the Punzy Pa today. As I'm heading further north here, I'm still probably 30 minutes south of the Punzys. Start to see some ice build up on the shoulder still. Yeah, like right there on that little stretch. I don't know how it's showing up on the camera, but yep, they definitely had some kind of bad weather coming through up this yonder way. Another cool piece of history. Old barn and that old stone house right there. We got some really cool looking old farms over here that are still active farms that are well maintained. Old stone structure buildings that have probably been there for freaking, 150 years. It is a beautiful place to drive through and look at. If you're like me and you love old buildings and history, it's a beautiful place to drive through and look at that stuff. It's glad to be an American, where at least my barn is free. And I won't forget the farmers who died, made me fat as a piggy. I gotta show y'all this runaway truck ramp they got here. It is downhill in the Punzy pretty steep. I'll show you. So this is maybe a half a mile downhill stretch. As you get to the bottom, and as it flattens out, they're like, ooh, we should put a truck ramp there. But wait, it shoots right up against that building. Oh, that cracks me up. If the truck runs through the ramp, the building will catch you. I love government. Now we are into Punzy Pa. They do have quite a few little groundhog statues sitting out. Let me see if I can find a couple of them. Reminds me the little bit of Marysville, Kansas. If you ever been out that way, it has the statues of the black squirrels. Look at that building all the way back there. All the way back there at the end of this alley. That's freaking beautiful. A nice little artwork on the side of that building is fixing to see you. And there's one of them little groundhog statues right there in front of that building also. Right there behind that Jeep. There's two of them. Boom, boom. Got a historic restaurant here called the Yellow M, the McDonald's, I think that's what it's called. Really great restaurant here local if you've never tried it before. Got the little World War II stuff there. Across the street, there's another groundhog. They got a statue of Liberty groundhog over here on this side, again on your right-hand side. Look at that beautiful little thing. Groundhog statue right there in the center by that place. One more coming up on right there. I don't want to live here, but it is a cool little town. It's got nice, cool houses. Let me show you some of these old houses. Look at some of them old freaking houses, man. Look at this big old thing over on the left here. In the middle and rebuild that. That would be a great house to remodel. Did I mention I like old structures and old buildings? Yep, that's me. In my next life, I'm going to be a gazillionaire, and I'm just going to go around buying them old houses and fixing them up. And I'm going to sit a lawn chair in the front yard. And I'm just going to do nothing with the house, but just sit there in the chair and just look at it and admire it and all of its beauty and glory. This life, I'm too poor to do anything cool. But the next life, I won't be. That's a quick shot of the Punxsutawney. I do actually still have some Amish family that live close by. I've been to their house, but I don't remember. I think it's like 4 or 5 miles out of town. My uncle and aunt that lived up here passed away, but I don't even know. I know I got first cousins and second cousins and stuff up here still. So if you see anybody in the videos with a long beard, a big hat brim, driving a horse, that's probably my cousin. We can slide through his building. A lot of ice down in here. Let's see if that'll work for him. I believe they'll stay on. Yeehaw. Let this thing build up here and we're out of here. See if we can make her out of here without slipping and sliding too much. This whole parking lot is one big sheet of ice, but the gravel under it seems to be giving me surprisingly good traction. As long as I can hit this with no traffic coming either way, I think I'll be good. Wild Wild West channel. Mr. Jax from Wild Wild West don't know it yet, but him and I's gonna become best friends, and he's gonna teach me how to be an auctioneer and a cattle hauler. If you don't know his channel, go check it out. Wild Wild West on the YouTubes. You ever want to like watch a video on rewind? You're gonna watch it because we're going the other way through Punzy Pa now. On the back side of the front side is the beautiful little city. So if you're new to me and to the channel, and to my family and stuff, I really did grow up Amish. So when I said earlier when I was going the other way through the Punxsutawney, I did grow up uber conservative Amish, which is why I became a truck driver, because up to I was 16 years old, I barely ever left the township I was born in, so now I got like so much catching up to do. I'm gonna wrap the video up and let it go here, as dark video does not make good video. I appreciate you watching along on another one. Merry Christmas. See you on the next one.